Eurobox presents Leadership and Management for Health Workers. This is a step-by-step guide to organize leadership and management drawn from decades of field experiences by the authors. They're Obinna, Oleribe-Frederick, Nwosu, and Simon D. Taylor Robinson, who, through this book, they discuss group dynamics and team building and how to manage respectfully within an organization. We are glad today to welcome one of the authors, Obinna Oleribe, who's now connected with us. Hi, Obinna, and thank you for accepting our invitation.
Thank you for inviting me, and thank you for the amazing work you and your team are doing. We are grateful that we're working with you in this process.
Thank you, Obinna. First of all, please, let's introduce the book. Could you tell us what is exactly your book about, and especially to whom it is addressed?
Thank you for the question. Let me make a little correction. Frederick Nwosu, and Simon Taylor Robinson are the editors of the book, not just the authors of the book. The book has over 30 different authors, and these are professionals in the field of healthcare management across the world, drawn from 3 different continents, Africa, North America, and Europe, who came together, saw a gap in the healthcare system, which is the gap in leadership. Over the years, we have seen an increased number of healthcare conditions that have led to morbidity and mortality across the nations of the world. We've also seen a decadence in the healthcare system, not just because there are no finances, but because the leadership of healthcare systems are not at par with the demands of the system. So we all came together in 2018 and said to ourselves, what can we add? What can we do? How can we contribute to a better global healthcare system? And so we thought that it was time for us to put our pen on paper and come with a book that will serve the healthcare industry from Africa to Europe, from Europe to America. In other words, to help train, build, empower new generation of leaders in the healthcare world so that we can have a functional healthcare system. So the book is written for healthcare managers, healthcare leaders across the world. Hopefully, we believe that when the book is fully rolled out, people will have a standard textbook that they can make reference to in every area of leadership and management that will help us have functional, effective, and efficient leadership systems in healthcare industry. That was the brain behind the book, and we hope that it will serve that purpose when it's rolled out. Thank you.
I'm sure it will. It is a very complex and interesting project as a literary project. But how long did it take for you all to write down the book?
I have been thinking about this for several years. Then after my doctorate in 2016, I thought it was time to begin to run on this project. So it took me 2 years of preparatory program, 2016, 2018, and then 2018, early February 2018, I began to assemble the team. So it took us 4 years, more or less, to document, to review, to edit, and to finalize the book. So we are hoping that the 4 years of investments will be worth the effort when people begin to use the book to build stronger and better healthcare system. But even though it's a 4-year project, it's more than a 30 years work because people were writing based on their experience in the healthcare industry. And some have been there for 15 years, 20 years, 25 years, 30 years. And all these things were put together in that manual. So we see it as the Bible of leadership and management in the health industry.
One of the things that I love the most when I run interviews is that I can interact personally with the people behind the box, not only with the box. So I would like to give you the possibility to send a message, a direct message, to your readers now that you have the chance to.
To every healthcare manager, leader out there in the world, particularly in Africa, or aspiring leaders and managers out there in the world, this book is for you. we have been in the profession for quite some time, and we have seen the difficulties that leaders have in finding a comprehensive test that will guide them through leadership and management of the healthcare industry. I know there are a number of books out there in the market, but they were not specifically designed for healthcare leaders and managers, particularly those in Africa. So we wrote this book just for you. We hope that this book will be a tool in your hand towards a healthier, better healthcare system in Africa in particular and around the world at large. Our hope and our belief is we can cut down the decadence in the healthcare system. We can rebuild the healthcare system. We can make it functional. We can make it work if we are empowered enough by knowledge and skills to make it happen. And we wrote this book to guide you in that journey. Leadership is a journey. Let it start with you reading this book page by page, line by line. There are 30 different chapters in that book. And one of the chapters is actually on deliberate, proactive leadership style, which is my initiative on making you a more deliberate and proactive leader, achieving better results through pre-planning, pre-programming, and pre-implementation of activities that will help you achieve your goals. Read the book and get back to me and let me know what you think about the book. I'm sure it will exceed your expectations. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Obinna, for your time today, for this interview, and especially best luck with your book out there.
Thank you, and have a blessed day. God bless you.
Leadership and Management for Health Workers is now available in bookstores and digital platforms. It's a publication by Eurobox.